So what is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about one of the worst credit card mistakes that you can make. All right, this happened to me when I was 19 years old. I obtained a credit card that I'm going to be talking about in this video that I feel like is going to help out a lot of people who are new to credit or are in the state of rebuilding their credit. And this is a mistake that you need to avoid at all costs. I had to pay the cost on this credit card mistake, but hopefully through this video, you will have a better understanding of what this credit card mistake is, how to not make it, and just overall avoid this at all costs. All right. This video is going to help out a lot of people, and even people who are in the same position I am in, who made the same credit card mistake. Hopefully you can kind of understand where I'm coming from, and we can collectively agree that this is probably one of the worst mistakes that you can make in the credit card game. All right, but let's get right into it. I learned about credit in high school. I took a business class that talked about credit, but they never really went into depth on what credit really is and how to obtain credit cards and all that good stuff. What they pretty much talked about with credit was, what is credit used for? To purchase a house, to purchase a car, for an apartment, etc., etc., etc. That's what I pretty much learned what credit was. Now, I graduated high school and I'm like, man, I need to build credit. Somehow, some way, I need to build credit. All right. So I walked into a local credit union in my area. I told them, hey, I'm new to credit. I have no credit, but I want to apply for a credit card. So they were like, all right, let's apply for that credit card for you. The credit union is called McCoy Federal Credit Union. It was just, a credit union in my area. And it was up the street from where I used to live. I applied for their lowest tier card, which was an unsecured card. So for those who don't know, an unsecured card is where you don't have to give any collateral to the lender, to the credit union, to the bank, in order to create a credit limit on one of your credit cards. All right. So I applied for one of their unsecured cards. It was their lowest tier card, and they actually denied me. They denied me because I had no credit. And so I'm like, all right, well, what other options do you have? I have no credit. I'm looking to build credit. And the first thing they said was, hey, do you want to apply for a secured loan, which is like a pledge loan? If you don't know, it's where you can give the bank or credit union $1,000 and they'll give you a loan for $1,000. So you're just paying yourself back. All right. But I was like, no. I want a credit card. I want to start building credit with a credit card. And they offered me this secured card right here. Now, the only thing is that when I went to open up this card, they told me that I would need to deposit some cash in order for that to be my credit limit, and I would be able to obtain this credit card and start building credit. So I'm 19 years old and I'm like, man, I don't want to put $500 on this card to have a $500 credit limit. I needed to put a decent amount on my card because I wanted that to be a credit limit that other banks can see, so that when I start applying for other credit cards, they can see that I have a higher credit limit on my first credit card. So I forked up $5,000 and I put it on this card. Now, when I was signing the documents for this card, I had the reps tell me, hey, if you put $5,000 in, you won't be able to take your $5,000 out unless you close the card. So I'm 19. I don't even know about credit. I was just like, no, it's fine. I want $5,000 on the card. And, I had a couple of reps say, hey, if you put $5,000 on this card, you won't be able to get your $5,000 back unless you close out the card. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't care. I kept telling the reps that, but I felt as a 19-year-old, I didn't really understand that until I really got into the credit card game. And this is where I made the biggest mistake that I've ever made in my credit card journey. And that is because I can not take out my $5,000 from this card unless I close it. And this is my first credit card. I've had this card for about 6 years now. So if I close out my first credit card, that is going to drastically hurt my credit score. And this is where a lot of my credit card age is from. This is where I've, obtained a pretty decent length of credit based on this credit card. Now I'm not getting denied for your credit is still too new. because I've had this card for about 6 years. This is a mistake that a lot of people make when they are starting credit or they are rebuilding their credit. And that is because you need to find a card that upgrades to an unsecured card. With this card, I cannot get my money back unless I close it. And that's the thing that really sucks about this card, and probably one of the worst credit card mistakes that you can make. Now, there are others who are thinking about applying for a certain secured card, but it does not upgrade. I'm telling you, do not get the card. Do not get the card, because you will have to close out that card in order for you to get your money out. Now, there are other options out there that you can do, like obtaining a secured card that has an upgrade option, like the Discover It card, the Navy Federal and Rewards card. There are a bunch of secured credit cards out there that upgrade so that you can get your deposit back. All right, so I deposited $5,000 into this card that I will not see. Right now, I don't need my $5,000, but if I did, it would suck because I would have to close out this card. But I haven't determined yet when I'm going to close out this card. So this is a credit card mistake that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of people don't even know that people are going through this same situation that I was in. So I definitely want to bring this out to you guys to bring awareness that, if you are thinking about building your credit and are going to get a secured credit card, please go with an option that upgrades, not like this card where it doesn't upgrade at all. I also told the rep if they could apply for an unsecured card for me that has the same numbers as this card here. But unfortunately, they couldn't do that. They informed me that if I close out this card, yes, I will get my $5,000 back. I won't be able to have the same numbers that is on my secured card. So this was a mistake that I made, but I feel like it can bring a lot of help to those who are looking to apply for a secured card. Definitely do your research so that you do not fall victim to this credit card mistake. This is the worst credit card mistake that you can make, in my opinion. So I just wanted to put this information out so you can all be well informed and well equipped, and so that you can be aware of some credit card mistakes. So if you guys found this video helpful, informative, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.